Today's inane video brought to you by the best chips, the best crisps, whatever you want to call them in the world. Kettle. Kettle chili chips. The jalapeno and red chilies. There cannot be a better crisp or chip in the world than Kettle, honestly. Not that I've ever eaten chips from anywhere else in the world, but they're definitely the best in Australia. Hello! There's my phantom ring. What are you looking at? Okay. Oh, man. It's starting to get cold here. Just love it out here in the Central West. 6 months of the year, it's stinking hot and you can't do anything. And the other 6, it's freezing cold and you can't do anything. So, okay, what have I got to get off my chest? That's right, I made a video a couple of days ago, and shout out to Ian White up north, up around Armidale Way, or Armidale, not Tamworth, the capital of Australian country music. Armidale Way, yeah, that's worse than here, worse than friggin' Cowra for winters. Shocking up there. That's something to look forward to, Ian. Yeah, that's the models, mate. Oh God, that's what I got to talk about. I'll show these and then talk about something else to do with this. This is, of course, the mighty cut lunch, or cunt lunch. Bloody hell, the reception's terrible here today. This is an awesome, unbelievably fantastic. I think it's Tony Cohen, engineer, famous heroin addict, record, producer, engineer in Australia. He did, oh my God, Dave Graney and the Coral Snakes, I think. The birthday party early, the boy. He did so many great Aussie recordings from the late 70s to the early 80s. Yeah, unfortunately passed away. Tony Cohan, Cohan, which sounds to me, or is it Cohen rather? I need some Coke bottle glasses so I can see. All songs produced and recorded at Richmond Recorders, Melbourne, Australia, by Tony Cohen. No, it's Cohen, Cohen, and Models, not the Models. They're just called Models. Except Atlantic Romantic, produced and recorded by Eddie Rayner of Split Ends, and Models at AAV, Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, this is an unbelievably fantastic 10-inch, 2 cabs to the Toucan, Germ, Atlantic Romantic, side 2, Unfaithful to the Core, Man of Action, and Cut Lunch. Now, what I had in the background was and it sounds terrible on the video, because the microphone on this laptop is about slightly bigger than a pinhead, so the imagery and the sound is not to be like, how can you, these damn CDs, can you read that? That's how close you got to get it to the screen, and you still can't read it. Highly recommended anybody. This is a mushroom CD of the Models. I did it. I said the Models. See, Models. They had 2 singers. Sean Kelly on this one makes Johnny Rotten sound like Leonard Cohen or something. And Can't Lunch. And there was another one. James Freud and then there was a period where there's actually Sean Kelly and James Freud. That's not his real name. It's something McGinnity or something. But he was a very sad story, James Freud. Very, very sad. Beautiful singing voice. But him and Sean Kelly were in a band, A Modern Girl. Oh, God, it's a great pop single, Modern Girl. And I don't know if that was Models or if they were in another band together before it was Models. But yeah. Yeah, so that's Sean Kelly on this. Anyone ever sees this on vinyl, jump on it. It sounds unbelievable. It is such a great production on this. I mean, it's nearly 40 years old and it still sounds fresh as a daisy to me. So Sean Kelly sort of either left Models or was pushed into the background a bit when James Freud came on as a vocalist. I mean, Sean Kelly's a full-on punk singer, no doubt about it. You know, as I said, he makes Johnny Rotten sound, like nothing, sort of. And James Freud's one of those. He's a classically great, beautiful-looking guy and beautiful voice, but a terrible, 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 tragic alcoholic. You know, I'm one of those. I've been drinking every day of my life for, oh Christ, I don't know. I had one day off or something back in the late 80s, and that's it. I'm honest to God, I drink beer every effing day of the week, every weekend, week out. I just love it, you know. And decades of drinking beer and smoking heavily, and it's going to get me soon, real soon. But by golly, I had fun doing it and spend a fortune. Could have built a mansion. Anyway, could have been as rich as Trump. Well, maybe he's not that rich at all. Maybe he's... Anyway, this is just waffling. I only just got up. And it's 7:18. Get on with it quick. Sean Kelly, he wrote a fantastic book called I'm the Voice Left from Drinking. There's also a song called that on here. Terrible, sad story. A shocking, shocking alcoholic, like severe. And he destroyed his looks and died very young. He went off the booze, which is with severe alcoholics. When they give up, that's the most dangerous time because when they inevitably go back to it, it'll kill them, and it killed him. All right, quickly. I've showed the chili chips. That's the advertisement. It doesn't pay for this stupid video, but I just love chili chips. Okay, about Mushroom Records. Now, hurry up, you asshole. I'm talking to myself. Stupid old prick. Right. This is the vinyl. That's the Mushroom label as the second version of the Mushroom label. Now, and this is a Metal Lake Australian great band, another Melbourne band. Good album, this. Side 1, Salmon Song, On My Way to Heaven, Helper. Side 2, Listening to the Morning Sunshine. The Morning Sunshine. Goodbye Lollipop, which is pretty funny. Song for Little Ernest, and 12-pound toothbrush. So if you've ever taken particularly strong LSD, a 12-pound toothbrush makes sense. Believe me. This is the original Mushroom label, which I love. Yeah, that is just beautiful. It's terrific. Why I'm mentioning Mushroom Records is that there was a band at least 2 years before the Sex Pistols out here called Skyhooks, and they're on Mushroom. And yes, I have a lot of their singles here, but I don't have any albums. But currently, but everyone, they were sort of a glam band, and great songwriter on board, and I can't think of his name at the moment. Yes, I know. Another Melbourne band, of course. Melbourne ruled at that time. It used to bounce between Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide and Melbourne at various times over the decades. You know, some cities would be the hot thing and then it'd be another one. But Skyhook's, their first album, living in the 70s. I mean, forget Johnny Rotten going God Save the Queen and all that. I mean, one of their songs is called Why Don't You All Get Fucked? And they used to play it on Australian radio. Why don't you all get fucked? I mean, this is 1975. Yeah, or 76. No, 75, I think. 76 maybe. But, I mean, that was just 2JJ or Triple J as it became. Or 3ZZ or Triple Z in Melbourne. What the fuck are you talking about, you fucking asshole? That's right. The guy that created Mushroom Records, Michael Gudinski, died last week. And I think he's getting a state funeral in Victoria. That's what a sad place Victoria is. Fuck you, you bloody rotten Mexicans. Screw you to hell. You know, we wouldn't give the Easy Beats a state funeral, and they're much better than anything on Mushroom Records. This is my controversial thing, you know. I'm trying to create controversy or controversy here. Fuck you and you bloody what? Hey, you in Melbourne, why don't you all get fucked? But thanks for models and thanks for Skyhooks. Okay, I'm grovelling now. Grovel. Yeah. So yeah, that prick's getting a state funeral down in Victoria. I think that's a bit over the top. And I hope that's not at the expense of the taxpayer. And you can bet your bloody ass, as we say down here, that's what's going to happen. I've heard stories about that guy, and they're not real nice. Anyway, hurry up, you idiot. Okay, I've got plenty of John Cale records, you know, Velvet Underground. I got them on vinyl. I got heaps of other CDs of John Cale. But I got this the other day because a couple of the albums I used to have on vinyl albums disappeared during the purge of the 90s when I was a shocking poker machine addict. And really, really bad news. But I got over that. But I can recommend this. You ever see this? It's cheap as anything. Came out in the mid-90s. John Cale, The Island Years. It's got his 3 best albums on a double CD, beautifully packaged, and they are his 3 best. That's his most approachable, commercial, and at the same time, experiment. It's unbelievably great. 3 great, excellent albums. We've got, just off the top of my head, I've got Slow Dazzle on vinyl. Great album. Oh, yeah, Fear, Slow Dazzle, and Not Helen of Troy. That's a great album too, which I've got to get again. Fear, Slow Dazzle, and... Christ. Now I'm going to have to look at... Jeez, I normally wake up pretty bright, but I'm fully fuzzy. Fuzzy as today. 13, hurry. Just got to find out what album it is. Fear, Slow Dazzle, and I can't read this. It's too small. God damn it. Don't worry about it. Just get it if you see it. The one after Slow Dazzle. What the hell? This is terrible. Maybe 40 years of heavy drinking's destroyed my brain. Anyway, later on today, I won't care when I crack that. Peroni's my beer of choice at the moment. 14.26. On this sad note,